Amadeus is a drama about the lives of three people, primarily this great genius, Amadeus Mozart, his great rival in life, Salieri, and the woman that will end up being his wife, Constanza Mozart.
The story has its origins in Peter Shaffer's play. Joe Barton, our writer, expands the myth of Salieri and Amadeus and takes it into a surprising place.
We didn't just want to do the play again exactly, we were sort of playing around the pre-existing text. It's almost a sort of a modern fairy tale in a way, the story of these two men and their obsession with one another.
The idea of playing Mozart was quite scary. It's not like there's video footage of Mozart to try and do an impression of him. We're not trying to kind of be exactly how he was. It's an interpretation. This Amadeus is very instinctive and impulsive. He sort of can't help but be how he is.
He's basically a bull in a china shop, the china shop being 18th century Vienna.
To perform badly would do you more harm than not performing at all.
I don't.
You don't what?
Perform badly.
Salieri, he's weirdly the kind of everyman. There aren't many Mozarts in the world, but there are lots of Salieris.
The Mozart-Salieri relationship contains a huge amount of jealousy, anger, bitterness.
There's a sort of growing obsession that Salieri has with Mozart. He's everything that Salieri wishes he was, in a way.
Constanza, she's Mozart's wife. It's like, how is that to live with him? She was a rock for Amadeus, and when he passed away, she kept his music alive.
I was really interested in the fact that it's a story that keeps being retold. These were real people who now, fictional versions of themselves, are better known than the actual real version.
I just love Joe Barton's writing. He really finds the human in it, and he really understands people.
He looks like a tomato.
The ambition and the scale of the production is absolutely huge, but it also is very bold in its approach, and it kind of breaks with conventions visually, narratively, the locations, the sets, bringing to life 18th century Vienna. It's just unbelievable.
Got some fully staged opera sequences that we're shooting as part of the action. The sort of epicness and the scale, that's really special as well.
Bringing to life 5 operas was a huge task in itself, and it's an absolute visual spectacle.
You know, if you could sort of ignore the cameras and the guys with the boom mics and stuff, and it's like you're sort of there.
To actually have a full opera set and the performers and the orchestra and, 200 extras in full costume is pretty amazing, actually.
I worked on the shapes of the 18th century, but tried to base it on different rock and roll and musician icons of recent centuries.
People get used to watching period dramas, and it's very glossy in its own way. Our world wanted to be much more kind of lived in and crumbly and not too formal. I don't think it's that kind of show where people will be sitting back in their chair and kind of take it or leave it, and the intensity of the ride is what I hope people take from it, and the pleasure of being transported into a very distinct, crazy, music-filled world.
Audiences don't come to the opera to see relatable characters, they come to be inspired.
Yes, I think I can do both.
Of course you can.